When astronauts landed on the moon, the whole world cheered, but no place cheered as loud as Apollo, Pennsylvania. The town's tax collector, Chuck Leidy, was also a stamp collector. When the moon landing happened, there was a collectible stamp that had Apollo 11 on it. Leidy saw this as an opportunity for the town to be put on the map, since it's the only town in the country named Apollo. Leidy got the stamp to sell in Apollo, which was a huge thing for the town. Now people would have to come to town to get their collectible stamps. Now Apollo felt special, like as if the rocket was named after them. There was more than just one coincidence that connected the town of Apollo to the moon landing. The town sits in Armstrong County, which happened to be the last name of Neil Armstrong, one of the astronauts from Apollo 11. And the high school of Apollo is called Apollo Ridge, which happens to be what the astronauts named some of the ridges and bumps up on the moon. Given these coincidences, the town decided that it would throw the first ever moon festival in 1969 as celebration. Quickly, the Moon Festival became a massive celebration with fireworks, food, rides, craft booths, parades, and much more. People would come to the Moon Festival from all around, and even across the country. On one occasion, in 1979, Ron Evans, one of the other astronauts from Apollo 11, came to the festival. They flew him in by helicopter, simulating the moon landing, and he gave the town a gift of an engraved glass rock that had Apollo 17 carved into it, and all the astronauts' signatures. He was shown around town and made the guest of honor of the parade that went from one side of the small town to the other. Over the years, many pieces of the Moon Festival memorabilia were created. Cups, jackets, patches, plates, art, and more were sold with Apollo PA written on them, and only in Apollo. Nowhere else in the country could you get any of the items sold at the festival that had the town's name. Sadly, the last Moon Festival was held in 2016 due to the lack of financial support. The people of Apollo still speak of its nearly 50-year run with pride. Not only did the festival bring forth tons of joy for the townfolk, but it brought forth a burst of life that the town so desperately needed. Through today, there is no more Moon Festival, but the town still rallies behind the memories shared of the festival's past, and the joy, hope, and love they found in the quiet little town of Apollo, Pennsylvania.